Question, you're at a networking event. How do you approach people? First of all, when you go to an event, look for the people who are alone. They're going to be the easiest people to walk up to. Make some eye contact. See if they smile. If they sneer, don't walk up to them. But again, be a good observer. Try to just check out the room and see where you can walk up and where it would be easy to break into a conversation. Have that smile and eye contact, and then comes that small talk. So what can you do about small talk? Well, typically they say it's pretty boring to just talk about the weather. But you could if it's dramatic, or you just got here in a snowstorm or in a heat wave. You can talk about what the person's wearing. You can talk about the food that you're eating. Any one of these things, you can just bring something up, but the important thing with small talk is it has to go two ways. By asking questions about a person and letting them talk about themselves and following it up with something is the best way to do small talk. Again, joining the group. How do you join that group? If they're all close together, and look at these two women, would you join? Would you sit down in the chair next to these two women?
No.
Why?
They're having a personal conversation.
They're having a personal conversation. Look at their body language, right? They're very connected with each other. One of the strategies you can use is actually look at somebody's feet. If I'm standing with somebody and my feet are directly towards that person's feet, we're very engaged with each other. It's not the easiest group to walk up to. If one of them is standing a little bit to the side and the other one's facing me, then it's easier because there's no, it's not a closed connection. So if somebody is standing out a little bit, or if they look up at you and smile, move right in. That's a great opportunity. But when do you move on? Sometimes you go to a networking meeting and you get home and you say, I spoke to that same person the whole time. I just didn't know how to leave. You can excuse yourself. You can be perfectly honest and say, do you know this is a great opportunity to meet a lot of people. It was wonderful meeting you, and maybe I'll see you later or I'll get in touch with you, and then just move on. That's a nice way to do it. But before you leave, you want to explain what the next step is, if you want a next step. It could be, can I have your card? I'd love to call you. I'd love to meet you for lunch. Or I'd like to follow up. Or you told me you were so interested in these communication skills and listening. I have a great article. I'm going to send it to you next week. And that makes it meaningful. And make sure to write on that card that that's what you're going to do. That makes it a meaningful networking experience, and it has a follow-up.